Hi guys, this is Greg Doyle for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Prediction time. Fight I want to talk to you guys about takes place Saturday, the 24th of April. It is for the British and Commonwealth middleweight titles. It is between Felix Cash, who is 13-0, and he takes on Denzel Bentley, who is 14-0 and one bout even. Well guys, good to see you back again. Thanks very much for tuning in to another prediction video. I'm going to go on record and say now that I think that this might be the hardest prediction I've ever had to call in the few years that I've been doing these videos. I can see two very simple ways that both guys win this fight. And I'm going to be honest, I think it's just down to who's going to be the better man on the night. I really do. But as always in these videos, I will give you a brief background into both guys' careers, my keys to victory, finally my prediction. So let's start off with Felix Cash. Felix Cash, as I say, he is 13-0. Felix Cash, very good fighter. I think the Matchroom rate him very highly. He's coming off of the fantastic win over Jason Welborn, stopped Jason Welborn inside 8 rounds or so, I believe. And he's got great victories even beforehand. Felix Cash, he's always been one of these prospects that has been coming through at quite a fast pace and getting better at quite a fast pace as well. He's got the victory over Jack Cullen. Jack Cullen is a tough boy, and Felix Cash, it was tricky for him at times, but in the end his power was just far too much for Jack Cullen. But Felix Cash, he's one of these guys that I'll be honest, I seen Matchroom keeping them on their shows and building him and getting him to a European title, but the fans wanted this fight, and you know, Felix Cash has said, let's go over to a Queensbury show and I'll take the fight. Big respect to Felix Cash. He takes on Denzel Bentley. Denzel Bentley, who is 14-0 with one bout even. He is coming off the back-to-back fights with Mark Heffron. First one being a draw, the second one being the stoppage inside 4 rounds where Heffron was pulled out. He had a really bad eye injury in that fight. He's also got good victories over guys like Mick Hall. Yeah, he's come through, he's had a few journeymen that he's fought in the past, but everyone builds a record up that way, but there's no denying that Denzel Bentley really came into himself in the victory over Mark Heffron last time out. And you know, I've probably not done myself any favours because I've went back and watched that fight again today, and I just think Denzel Bentley's a very good fighter. Very good fighter. Shot selection is really good, great ramrod jab. And you know, I just think that this is such a tough fight to call. I said it at the beginning of the video, and even as I'm talking to you guys now, I still think it's so tough. Keys to victory for me, you know, I've got the same keys to victory for both guys. Although both guys can punch, Bentley stopped 12 of 14, Cash has stopped 9 of 13. I think it might be a game of chess that both guys are going to have to counter punch to try and get ahead in the fight. I think if one or two of the guys are quite willing to go forward and throw lots of shots, I think they could get picked off. So I think both guys need to be very smart, counter punch, potentially on the back foot or in and out of range. If I had to separate it down and give both guys like a key to victory, for me I think Cash needs to target the body. Really needs to target the body for me. For Bentley, I think he needs to stick that ramrod jab out and keep active and be changing the angles all the time. But the bit that I've not been looking forward to, over and on to prediction time. Wow. Guys, this is such a hard fight. You know, I can easily see two ways in which both guys win this fight. I think I can see Bentley jabbing, frustrating Cash, winning relatively wide on points if Cash isn't very careful. I can also see Cash being very physically strong in the fight and perhaps bullying Bentley. But it's so tough. I'm going to go with Felix Cash to win. The reason I'm going with Felix Cash to win is because I think he's just going to get better and better. Felix Cash, I think he's got much faster hands than Mark Heffron, although Mark Heffron in his own right is quite a fast-paced fighter. I just think that he could catch Denzel Bentley and potentially put him into a shell the same way that Mark Heffron did in the first fight, although it was a very tight fight that a lot of people thought maybe Bentley just nicked that fight, but Bentley looked really uncomfortable for me in the first fight, quite reluctant to throw, and I think if Cash can land a few heavy shots early on in the fight, I think that might put Bentley into a shell. But would it surprise me if Bentley wins? No, absolutely not, but it's such a good fight. But my prediction, Saturday the 24th of April, the British and Commonwealth middleweight titles is for Felix Cash to beat Denzel Bentley. Guys, Greg Doyle, 8 Sleep Boxing Repeat. Check out all of our social platforms. Please subscribe down below, and I'll be back to speak to you guys again soon. Take care and thank you.